What's up? This is Too Short, and you're watching MONTREALITY.
We used to sell candy. Like we would go to the, like the surplus, like the big store or whatever. Like, you know, we call it Sam's Club in Houston. We'd go to Sam's and buy like a bunch of candy and then bring it to school and like hold it until like after lunch, like 6 or 7 period, like at the end of the day, and then like just hit the hallway with it like the last 2 periods of class. And we bought a lot of Pimp C and I, we bought a lot of equipment that a lot of our earlier equipment was based on the candy that we sold at school.
No, I wasn't trying to hear that shit. This nigga was my tutor, man. This nigga tried to steer me right, man. I wasn't trying to hear that shit. You know, but shit, everything you was telling me was right, homie. It was right, man. I appreciate it too, man. Nigga always told me the truth, you know.
We always joke about, man, I used to always write him letters. That was my pen pal when he was in jail, man. You know, he's one of my favorite rappers growing up, still to this day is. So he was a big role model for me, somebody I looked up to, I idolized, of course. So, you know, I wanted to sound like him. He was one of my favorites. So him going to jail, I wanted to, you know, remind him to hold his head up and keep his head up all the time, let him know we representing for him out in these streets in the world, you know, just putting on for him. We can't wait for him to come on. All them type, you know, he'd write me back, you know, saying what's up, you know, talk family talk. We always was real big on family. But when he came out of jail, one time we seen him at a video shoot. You know, we see him all the time on several occasions. But one time we seen him at the I'm in Love with a Stripper video shoot. And you know, we always there, Too Short. Everybody that was on the remix, Mike Jones, me, Pimp C, T-Pain, and Pimp C just was teasing me. Yeah, man, Power Wow was on that square shit writing me when I was in jail. Ain't nobody else want to write me, but Power Wow was on that square shit writing me, man. I got love for Power Wow, man. You know, so that boy, yeah, man, that boy Pimp C, man, that's my boy there.
Yeah, man, Pimp was a lot like I am. That's why I always could relate, you know, whatever, all the music he was doing. He just kind of tell it like it is. And you could tell he wasn't acting, you know, and rapping, it's a lot of acting, you know, that goes on, you know, which is cool because it's entertainment, but, you know, he wasn't that dude. He used to be himself. You could tell it was him being him, and that's what I respected the most. But, you know, just him coming out of the pen and reaching out to me, you know, because you never knew. He could have said, man, I don't like Snoop, you know, that's Pimp C. He'll say that, I don't like Snoop. You know, you never knew what it could be, and for him to reach out to me and, you know, call me. And I remember we was at a video shoot, and he in the Drop Top Candy Car, and he jamming my Already Platinum album. And then he just called me out the blue, and we'll talk on the phone for hours, and he'll tell me so many stories about, you know, different situations and different stuff that happened. And man, we just had a hell of a relationship, man, and I miss him, you know, real talk. So, you know, I represent everywhere I go. I do a tribute to him. I just got off the phone with his mama less than an hour ago. So, you know, it's that real. So
these record labels don't want artists to talk to each other. We get to talking too much. We just might put a union together. And if we unionize, they can't win no more.
Right.
Don't you fools realize that we can get a whole bunch of money together?
Pimp C was a big part of me and Camille ending our feud and you know, rekindling our friendship and our musical friendship too. You know what I'm saying? And I really want to shout out and thank Pimp C for doing that, because if he wouldn't have called us out on the song, but even before he called us out on the song, you know, he spoke to me personally, he spoke to Camille personally as well, just encouraging us to put that behind us, you know what I'm saying? And I think that was a big part of it. If it wouldn't have been for Pimp C, I don't know, you know, if it would have ever happened or been as smooth as it was, you know what I'm saying? So definitely rest in peace to Pimp C, and shout out, thank you for that, man, for hooking me back up with my boy Camille now.
Especially like Pimp C and stuff like that, like that's another legend that's kind of cool with me too. Like, he kind of like taught me the behind the scenes of the industry, because he was always like a real dude when it comes to like, you know, like how the gays control hip hop, and he used to like tell me like wild stories.
Of all the MCs you work with that have passed, man, who do you miss the most?
Who do I miss the most, man? No doubt about it, Pimp C, man. That was my little brother, man. So, you know, Big Pac, all the homies I got to work with, it's cool, man. But Pimp C was like my little brother. Like we had a real special relationship. We spent a lot of time hanging out in Atlanta and Houston and Cali, and you know, that's one that I can't get over.
Pimp C, what did you learn from him? I know a lot of people learn from you, but what you learn from Pimp?
Well, you know, Pimp was he was the wild child when before he went to prison. He was doing stuff like I remember when when Youngbloods came out. Pimp C thought Sean Paul was sounding too much like him, and we had a show in Atlanta. And Pimp C got on the stage. Fuck Sean Paul. Fuck that. And I mean, I knew these cats, and they was like, man, get your mans, man. We about to, you know, like C was like that though, man. Like, you know, he get on stage, man. We on the tour, and with Cash Money on the tour, and Pimp C is on the stage every night going, fuck Master P, mama. Like, see, calm down. Like, he used to be wild before he went in.
Wow.
But when he came out though, and sat down a while, he came out. You know, he had the little specs on. He was more mature, and he was trying to like squash beefs with some homies he knew about out. But I you know, once he came home, man, he was really preaching that unity and that money. And I like the change in him when he came out. I'm so mad that he couldn't have got more years living like that in that state of mind, you know.
But see, talking to him, it wasn't anything like I expected him to be, man. He was almost like a little Malcolm X in the jail.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And he went in wild.
I don't say never anymore. You don't know what's in store. What I will say is this: I'm gonna stay positive out here. I'm gonna do the right things. You know, I'm not gonna make no moves to put myself in the cross where these people can just cross me out and be right. You know what I mean? Okay. But at the same time, I ain't gonna let nobody hurt me. I'm not gonna let nobody hurt my family, and I will kill you if you come around my kids with that bullshit.